This is the plasma membrane of a cell. The plasma membrane of the cell has LDL receptor. The LDL receptor is a glycoprotein. The LDL receptor consists of 839 amino acids. The LDL receptor has a cytosolic C-terminal segment and an exoplasmic N-terminal segment. The LDL receptor has also a transmembrane segment. The cytosolic C-terminal segment has NPXY sorting signal. The exoplasmic N-terminal segment has a beta propeller domain and a ligand binding arm having repeats from R1 to R7. R1 to R7 imperfect repeats contains cysteine. When the pH of extracellular space is almost equal to 7.0, the LDL particle binds to the LDL receptor. The LDL particle has an ApoB100 protein. The LDL particle has a phospholipid monolayer. The LDL particle has some cholesterol esters. This is the endosomal membrane. This is the beta propeller domain of LDL receptor. The beta propeller domain contains histidine amino acids. When the pH of interior of endosome is almost equal to 5.0, the histidine amino acid in the beta propeller domain of LDL receptors are protonated. Due to this protonation, the beta propeller domain is positively charged. This is the ligand binding arm of LDL receptor. This ligand binding arm has 7 imperfect repeats called as R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6 and R7. The ligand binding arm of LDL receptor has negatively charged residues. As a result, all the imperfect repeats like R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7 present in the ligand binding arm are negatively charged. So, there is a high affinity binding between the beta propeller domain and ligand binding arm. The negative charges on the ligand binding arm causes the release of LDL particle from it. This is the released LDL particle. This released LDL particle is considered as the ligand. The R4 and R5 of ligand binding arm are most critical for ligand binding. In this ligand unbounded conformation of LDL receptor, extensive hydrophobic and ionic interactions occur between beta propeller and R4 and R5 repeats. The LDL receptor has lifespan of 20 hours. The LDL receptor makes one round trip into and out of the cell every 10 to 20 minutes. Please like, subscribe and share.